Welcome back to Epos Nerd News, or ENN, for the week of February 13th, 2013. It's Valentine's Day this week, and I hope you're excited. Jumping right into things, Minecraft Pi Edition is now available free to download for Raspberry Pi users. Raspberry Pi is the small credit card-sized computer that people use for programming projects or learning to build small computer things like little mini servers and things like that. And Mojang has released a free copy of Minecraft to run on it that runs pretty well and looks pretty cool. So if you have Raspberry Pi to play with, you can play Minecraft on it. Runs pretty well. Check it out in the description below on Mojang's official blog. I'm glad that they're offering free versions of the game for different platforms. I kind of like that. It shows that they really want to get their game out there and they really want to support the people who are going to be playing it. Therefore, they're going to give a free copy of the game to those who play it on a free platform, and that's kind of cool. A Chinese hacker was just arrested for extorting $32,000 from online companies to buy games in an MMO. Yes, to buy MMO equipment, he extorted over $32,000 from online companies. What the hell? Like, it's kind of impressive to extort that much money from any company or anything like that. But to do so to spend it on some in-game armor? What are you thinking? I do not understand whatsoever. It turns out he was unable to buy the armor that he wanted, and so he researched how to hack the game, started stealing other people's accounts and using their money to buy the armor, and then apparently that just wasn't enough for him, so he started hacking into online companies' websites in China and waiting 24 hours and then identifying himself as the hacker and demanding money for the site to go back up, and spending $32,000 on in-game armor in MMOs. I didn't even know there was that much worth of armor in MMOs, but there you have it. Well, why? Just why? The recently released Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia is now New York Times bestseller. Yeah, just released on January 29th of this year, so it hasn't even been out that long. It is now a New York Times bestseller. This 274 chronological accounting of the Legend of Zelda universe is a bestseller up with brilliant novels on the New York Times list. That is a huge step for gaming culture and the gaming community, and I'm pretty impressed by that, I guess you could say. And frankly, it makes me sad that I haven't bought a copy yet and contributed to that, because it was on my list, but can't really keep spending money on everything. But I'm glad to see that enough people have bought it for it to be a bestseller. It must be worth its weight, and I'm not going to make that joke. When you pre-order the sequel to Slender the 8 Pages, which is called Slender The Arrival, you get early beta access to the game. They have a bunch of different game purchase options set up, and if you pre-order it, you can have the opportunity to purchase it at 50% off. And so the price ranges for pre-ordering range from anywhere from $5 for the base half-off deal, or $60 for the producer edition. They have different leveling features for each amount of money that you pay for the game, and it's a pretty good deal. If you buy it on the day it's released or afterwards, you can expect to pay about $10, but it's worth it to go on and pre-order with some of the bonuses, because like if you get the $60 edition, you get painted scenes from the game, you get beta access, and you get your name in the credits and some thank you letters and a lot of cool stuff. It's worth it. Go check it out. Check out the trailer. Links in the description below. The first Slender game was a lot of fun, even though it was, you know, a meme turned video game, but I'd kind of like to see what Blue Isles does with the sequel. I don't know how well it'll turn out or if there will even be a point to a second game, but I'm looking forward to it, so we'll see how it turns out. WoW Patch 5.2 has a Dinosaur boss. Dinosaurs. World of Warcraft, dinosaurs. I've not seen the connection here. But apparently, the new expansion for World of Warcraft features an island off the coast of Pandaria, which is infested with dinosaurs. And the new Beast of War, that's the Devilsaur boss, is called Undasta. and it's located on that island. I'm sorry, when did Nickelodeon or the creators of Wizards 101 or whatever take over Blizzard? Fighting the Lich King, fighting pandas and dinosaurs. Lich King, Cataclysm, pandas and dinosaurs. What has happened to this game? And here I was just thinking about getting back into it too. Big mistake. New Injustice Gods Among Us gameplay videos have launched featuring gameplay from Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Batman, and Bane. And each week they're asking the community to vote who would win in a series of fights between a DC Universe hero and villain, and then they post the results in gameplay videos. And so they've got ones for Wonder Woman versus Harley Quinn and Batman versus Bane. And these videos are really cool, and I'm just so stoked for this game. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. So Dinosaurs better give me the copy of the game in its giveaway, or else. Just kidding. It has been officially announced that J.J. Abrams will be working with Valve on a new game and cinematic releases of previous Valve games. But it's important to note that this game is not Half-Life 3. Do not get excited. J.J. Abrams is not directing Half-Life 3. That would be great, but it's not going to happen. I'm pretty stoked to see what comes from this. J.J. Abrams, talented director, obviously, behind Star Trek and things like that. But I'm not sure where the connection's going to come in. I'm not sure where you draw the line of, sure, this guy is awesome at what he does, but can he be awesome at video games? So we'll see. I'm pretty stoked to see what comes with it. Any agreement that Valve signs with people is probably going to lead to good things, so we'll just have to see. This about wraps up this week's Epos Nerd News. I hope you enjoyed. If so, be sure to share this video with your friends and your family and anybody who you think be interested in some gaming news. And be sure to like and favorite and leave a comment in the comment section below. My name has been EposVox, and I'm signing out. Talk to you guys next time.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Hakuna Matata.
It means...